Go. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the 20th of October, 2011. I just want to cover the morning trades that we took. We only took trades on the ES this morning. I'm going to make this recording pretty quick. We only took trades on the ES. We missed. Let me just cover the ES. We only took trades on the ES. Apparently, I'm having memory issues too. I know that's not supposed to happen. Did I say that only on the ES? I might have said that. I don't know. Let me cover that again. We only took trades on the ES. Sorry, I'm trying to fill the blank space here in the recording as I manipulate my charts a little bit. All right, here we go. The first trade of the day. We had BBC drop down below the elbow extension right there. We had a bubble down here. A bubble means the red lines get outside the black lines. The first pullback up to the BBC was a short. We shorted that. When it went down, it was down here right near the profit target, and we locked in a point, and it actually slipped us a tick when it came back up and hit it. So we got 3 ticks out of that trade. It did go down to the profit target. All right. Then we got another bubble, fresh pullback up to the BBC. We shorted again. That got down to plus 5 ticks. We moved our stop up to break even, and we got stopped out at break even. So at this point, we're plus 3 ticks. The market started moving over. The way this came together, we didn't actually get an entry right here. Even with an MIT order, it didn't pull back far enough to give us an entry right here. Once it put this top in right here, I know the way it looks right here, we probably should have had an entry here. It kept our order on over here, but it just didn't work out that way. Okay. We needed a higher swing there to be able to take it, and we didn't get it. Anyone that was doing George's setup this morning, I'm not sure if George is in here right now. Let me just go take a look. George, are you in here? No. Anybody that was doing George's setup this morning had a few more trades and some good ones. They all were pretty good trades, I think. This was one over here. This was one right here. But that said, we were just doing our normal trade setup, waiting for the BBC to get outside the box. We had another one right here that I missed. It hit the BBC right here. We had the fresh bubble, pull back down to the BBC, good for another 2 points. So at this point, had all the trades been taken, you should be plus 11 ticks. All right. I, of course, missed that one. We got in here. There was no trade in here. If you were doing George's thing, there was one right there. There was no trade up here. Again, doing George's thing, there was one right here that lost. Over here, there was no trade because of this area right here. And we kept going over. This one had no trade right here because of this spot right here. It's too bad too because we had a little tiny bubble, but we ended up missing that one. All right, we had a break-even trade right here. All right, and what happened here? We're at 11:30 here. Oh, okay, we had a break-even trade here. This one obviously went down to the profit target. It pulled up here to the BBC. It went down and gave us a point profit where we moved our stop to break even, and then it dropped down to the target. We had another one right here. We had another bubble right here, another pullback up right here that stopped us out, and that was the last trade of the morning. So we ended up the morning plus 3 ticks. Okay, this was our morning on the ES. We were plus 11 ticks for most of the morning up until this point right here. We were plus 11 ticks, but we ended up plus 3 ticks on the morning. We didn't take any trades on the YM. I knew there was one more trade. I didn't cover everything over here because we only had we would have ended up minus 5 ticks with the trades that we just showed here on the ES. This was actually a trade setup right here as well that we missed. That would have been another 2 points. We did take another trade over here on the 10K on the ES, and I'll scroll back to that one. There was one that was disqualified on the 4-tick range. At the entry point, we were trying to get in on the 4-tick range. It was disqualified. I'm trying to scroll backwards and I can't. Here we go. I'm still trying to scroll backwards and it's not letting me. But anyway, we took a trade over here on the 10-tick range, and that worked out for us. We got 2 points profit on 10-tick range. It's not 10-tick range, I'm sorry, the 10,000 contract. Here it was right here. We had a bearish cross right here, and the price pulled back up to the BBC, and we shorted the BBC right there for 2 points. Dwayne took that one with me, and he stuck it out a lot longer than I did. I think he got out down here somewhere, but he was in and out a couple times, I think, also. That was the morning session. All right, we didn't take anything over here on the YM. It was just too whippy on the YM. Every time it went up to the BBC, it had a lot of momentum in the bars, so we didn't take any of them. Okay, now the thing's all moving around. All right, so I'm gonna quickly end the recording right now because Dwayne's got a lot of ground to cover. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.